Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also start your week by installing your game plan. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bridgewater now. Got him, man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
action. It's Bridgewater. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Teddy Bridgewater. His 19th touchdown now in the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score. Packers.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 33-yard
5 yards remain on second down. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Bridgewater will drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll buy some time right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
In fact, everything all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, here's Jones. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Left side complete to Lockett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Tyler Lockett. A gain of 4. And it's...
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball here.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Bert, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively. defensively, and they have scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Bridgewater. And it's complete. He gets gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Washington.
To James Washington.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third down, Jones, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Bridgewater on first down. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Green Bay.
Here's Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is White on the screen. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will take this one into the end zone for the Viking touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Vikings 28, Packers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Trying the power game with Ham. Power on power, but but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Packers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Packers 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Steps away to his left, and now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And that'll be incomplete. He took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw again. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
James Washington was the intended target. 3rd down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To the air again with Bridgewater. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Packers.
Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and
to throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So that one will be accepted. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
On the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
A very solid gain of 27. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
First down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Gain of 5. First down, Packers.
What can Bridgewater do in the OT? Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Complete.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. After the penalty, it's Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Down at the 17-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.